What's up, everybody? This is KZ with an update video. That's right. We got to talk about what's happened this past month, my plans coming up. It's a bit scattershot this time, but I'm excited to be here with you and to talk with you in a format where there's no chat, there's nothing going on. Get back to the old days here. Let's talk. So, Mario and Luigi Brothership was set to come out this over this this past month. So, I decided I wanted to replay Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Similar to how I did Paper Mario 1 before the Thousand Year Door, I wanted to play one entry of a series that's coming back in a way, so I can go back to the way things used to be, checking on the mechanics, the style, the way it feels, get into that mindset again. So I did that, really fantastic, really enjoyed my replay through of that. Only weak part I'd say is some of the gimmicky stuff you do with the Beanstar a little bit later in the game, but aside from that, it's fine. We did a lot of Super Mario Party Jamboree. I'll talk a little bit about it toward the end, but we did try to do them throughout here. I went through and did all of Dragon Age the Veilguard. I say everything in air quotes. We mainlined and basically did uniformly every single main quest, and that was it. People that know that game specifically go, wouldn't that lead to? And I'm like, yes, it does. But it took about 19 hours across 2 streams. I split the second stream into 2 parts. I enjoyed my time in a few ways and not in a lot of other ways, but overall, I just don't feel like the combat was really to my liking, and I found it really oppressive and didn't work in ways that I just didn't really mess around with, didn't really enjoy. Which led to me only wanting to mainline it, which led to the game not being as satisfying as it obviously could be. But overall, I was like, it's good to play, Western RPGs from time to time, so I can see how the other half lives, in a way. Or at the very least, checking some of that kind of stuff out. You gotta broaden your horizons, and that's always important. Moving on from there, we have Mario and Luigi Brothership. I was a little disappointed by this one. I was really excited for it. Game is, really long, and that's the main crux of what makes the game less enjoyable, since it doesn't, give you more bros moves to account for that time, and they front-load most of the game's locations. It means that it just feels glacial. But similar to FF16, which I've been a little mean to, regularly on things. One thing that I will say is that it has those big arc moments that are really exciting. And Mario and Luigi kind of feels the same way, where you're kind of waiting to get to the next big plot beat, or the next big gameplay thing, almost. It's a bit different, because this has filled with, dungeons and traversal and stuff, but it's always that moment where it's I'm just waiting for the moment we hit up that boss, and the boss is going to be really good. And these have some really good set pieces with them. Every boss, I think, is a winner. I don't hate a single one of them in the game. Though I will say, playing the refight version of this slime thing that is just lifted entirely from Kingdom Hearts 3. I just like saying that because they're basically the same concept of slime thing that takes forever and maybe has some form stuff going on. It is, yeah, all the bosses really good. All the mechanics for it are great. Some of the puzzle stuff's fine. The Luigi automation stuff's a bit lame, and of course the soundtrack isn't very good because Yoko Shimomura isn't on tap. It's like saying, yo, we jump from a 10 out of 10 to a 7, so it really feels like we jump from a 10 out of 10 to a 4 because of the jump gap. It makes it feel bigger than it actually is. A bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Overall, we knocked it out in 6 streams. I'd say I overall enjoyed it, but my disappointment is kind of in that way where it's oh, you could have made a 9 to a 9.5 if you made this a 30-hour experience and hit on all the really great stuff, the great writing and everything in there. That or added a bunch of maybe 2 bros moves per character and some extra stuff and moved around where the islands were, and then you make something that's a little bit more faster and more regular pace where something interesting is happening the whole time instead of here's 8 hours, use the exact same 2 attacks for 8 hours and pretend that that's fun on any level. Yeah, a bit rough in some ways, but great in others. It's one of those where you're just constantly thinking of how it could change, how it could be better. My brain's kind of wired like that with stuff that ends up disappointing me in some way. Banjo-Tooie. We did Banjo-Tooie across the death stream. That took about 20 hours. Had a good time. Didn't finish this time because the controls on the N64 version are way worse. Especially when you don't have an N64 controller, so your right stick is the C buttons instead of a set of normal C buttons. Unfortunate, but next time we'll get them. It's okay. We got the spirit of the game done, which is in the fact that I had to eat all of it. Next year, though, we're going to do great. We did a quick look of the Dragon Quest HD 2D remake. That was great. Thank you, Square Enix, for providing a copy for that. We did that, and it's good. Not going to be going back to it on stream, but that's, you know, just because I played too many RPGs this year, and they take a long time. You know, we finished up Mario and Luigi Brothership. Try my best to avoid as many spoilers as I could on here. That's why I didn't have anything here on, like, main antagonists or anything. As much as I want to. Some of them aesthetically look cool as hell. To circle back to Brothership, it has, like, the best finale, I think, or one of the best finales of one of these Mario RPGs. Man, it goes crazy. It goes ridiculous. I was a little tired when we hit that point, but as soon as, like, the battle stuff started, I'm in. But also the cool plot thing they do before it is really, really cool. I don't think I really showed much enthusiasm at the time, like, outwardly, but I was enjoying it. Next up, we've got more Mario Party stuff and some general gaming stuff that I know that people can just get into without worrying about spoilers. So, Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, Mario Kart, and some more Mario Party. Highly recommend the longest 20 turns ever played in Super Mario Party Jamboree VOD. That one up there is really good because it is one in which Jordan's internet, which we learned was Jordan's internet later on, it caused the game to slow down a little bit. It was a little rough. It wasn't great. I'm just saying it wasn't working out too well, but it is what it is. It led to some of the funniest minigames in which Jordan's screaming that a minigame that's normally 3 minutes is actually taking about 7. You may sound, that's terrible to watch. I'm like, I disagree. I think it was delectable. Then we did another one that ran at full speed over on the racetrack board. Did that was fun, and that's pretty much it. That's the whole month of content. I'm pretty proud of it. Hope people enjoyed it. Coming up, we got the Game Awards. We got the release of Sakaguchi's game on consoles, Fantasian. We've got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which I'm gonna at least do a stream of. Same with Fantasian, where I'm at least doing a stream of it. And I kind of want to do certain replays of stuff. That's also kind of like something I'm interested in. We'll have to see. And yeah, I think what's gonna happen is we're slowing down a little bit on the big new contemporary games, except maybe Fantasia. But that game's old. That was on the phone for years. And we're gonna get to doing some playthroughs of some other RPGs and some other games that aren't the newest of the new. I really locked in on that, but viewers tend to go down when I do those types of games also. And when you try to keep the lights on, you know, try and split some stuff up. And there are also some games I really just wanted to dig into that I just haven't had time because it's been a busy fall. So I'm hoping to get into that. Either way, I'm gonna do the things that I enjoy. Coming up, specifically tomorrow, we're doing a 30-turn game of Bowser's Board on Super Mario Party Jamboree. It'll be the last one of these we'll do for at least, I guess, a week. I'm going to try and do some different stuff, I think. We'll see, though. There'll be 30 turns, the maximum amount of turns you can do, and that board is built for big games. It's going to be myself, Jordan, Ari, and Alto doing that. Very excited to do it. And, yeah, I think that's it on that front. Then we got some other playthrough stuff. Again, sorry for not giving you too much detail on stuff, but things are a bit in flux here for December. But the next month, I bet I'll have a little bit more of a handle on this type of stuff. But thank you so much for your support. It would not be possible without you, and of course through my streams, through YouTube, and of course through Patreon. That's patreon.com/KZXcellent. Thank you so much for your help, your support, all that kind of stuff. Very excited to get back into more content here. That's going to do it for the update video. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you later.